This was definitely a get her done good enough kind of build. I just needed something desperately to replace this crappy old door that I had bought from a junk shop years ago. It had just completely fallen apart over the past 3 years of using it outdoors. I needed to make a little hatch for the back of my fridge because it needs a lot of airflow. And the design brief that I put for myself for this project was spend absolutely no money. So all of the stuff that you can see is just scraps that I found around my shop. All of the hardware was just stuff I had stashed away in my shop. And I just wanted to get it done, so I try not to get too fancy with things. I just use little half-lap joints for the edges of the hatch here. And then all of the grooves for the louvers, I actually just eyeballed and hand cut myself with my little Japanese pull saw. Sometimes I find that setting up my tools and trying to get things all nice and perfect actually ends up taking longer than just doing it with hand tools. So that's something I'd like to move into more in my woodworking. I'm also kind of gotten to the point where I'm confident enough that I know that I can make something work, even if I don't have it completely planned out. So this project took me several weeks to complete with stops and starts and in-betweens and stuff like that. Other people who videotape their projects on here will probably know that it makes it twice as hard to video your project when you're building it as it does to just build it, And I admit that I suffer from that frequently, where I just want to get on with things, I don't want to make a video of it. I don't want to videotape my whole life, and half the time I'm just cussing and making mistakes anyway. So why would I want to whip a camera out to show everybody all my foibles? But, got to feed the beast. So anyway, you can see all the little louvers here. Every single one is completely different. They are not regular at all, but you know what? That just adds to the organic charm. These are some hinges that I just had in my hardware stash. I've got loads of stuff that I've hoarded over the years, so I have a whole bin that's just dedicated to weird brass doodads and stuff like that. And here you can see I am mounting it up, trying to get it relatively level so that it doesn't go flying open. I didn't figure out any way to close it, so I'll have to go get something from the store later, but that's the only thing that I spent money for because I am cheap. If nothing else, I am super